And hello and welcome everyone to Learn a Trade. My name is Kevin Tate, and today the broadcast is called Profits in Food Truck Equipment Repair. Before we get started, I'd like to thank all the members of the channel, all the members of the website. I thank you for your support, and I thank you all for watching. And I'd like to remind those of you out there who are viewers of the channel to consider joining the channel as a member, and you will get access to a lot more perks and access to a lot more information and resources. You can see the link scrolling through the bottom of this video. And like I said, this video is on profits in food truck equipment repair, which is a vital part of the growth of a service company, to look into getting into that sector of the repair industry. So I hope you like this video. Um, it goes into working with an Ultra 2 unit that I'm going to replace a condenser fan motor on. And I think it's going to be a pretty good information for you. If you haven't seen some of the other Ultra 2 videos, you need to check out this video. So check out the video and I hope you like it. Thank you for watching. And welcome again back to Learn to Trade. This is on profits in food truck equipment repair. This is a site that I was at. This is the food truck that I'll be working on the equipment on. It's an Ultra 2 NX unit. That's it right there. Hope you can see the browser there, the cursor. And this is the Ultra 2, and this is a brand new unit. And for some reason, when it arrived, when they first started using the unit, the the equipment sounded loud. The fan was loud, and it looks like the original fan that was in this unit had damage to it, so the fan blade was scraping against the fan shroud. So what I'm going to do today is we're going to just replace the complete fan assembly in this unit, and then I'm going to go ahead and let it cycle, let it run, and then go from there. But I just wanted to give you a look at some of the stuff on this food truck too, where you can always take advantage of the amount of equipment that they have in these food trucks. As you can see on the left side there, they have a beverage air unit right here. The door handle is missing, and I'm sure there's more issues with it that could be worked on. So that's an option right there. I'm just going up into the truck now to show you into the back area, the cooking area, show you some of the stuff they have there. Right up here, they got the concentrate syrup for the slushy machines. And this beverage air unit right here, it seems to be like a cooler, and it more than likely has a section up top for the condiments to keep the condiments cold, or their vegetables if they serve vegetables out of there. But this place has a lot of stuff. This place does rentals and stuff like that, and it's like a they have a corn maze for the Halloween season, so they serve a lot of the stuff out of the back of this truck here, this food truck. And then here, as you can see, this is the condenser, and this the as you can see, I already took the old fan is out, and let me just show you if I can stop it here. The new condenser fan's gonna go in here, and there's four bolts that come out, four small bolts, and the new condenser slides right onto those bolts. They're in each corner, and then there's four nuts that hold it down, and then you can connect up the two wires from the motor to the two wires coming from the controller. And there's the new condenser fan motor right there. I'm going to try to get a close up so you can see the part number. Right there is the part number, and all your information on the data plate here. 115 volts, 50 hertz, 50 to 60 hertz, 0.46 amps, 31 watts. So it's all your information is right on that data plate, and you have your part number just above it. There's that beverage air unit. Like I said, that you could see the handle is missing. That could be a repair job right there. Replacing the handle. More than likely, you would want to include replacing the door gasket, stuff like that. Then right over here, you can see they have some older slushy machines, which could also use some repair, some refurbishing. They have a Vulcan stove here, gas stove. They also have the exhaust vent up top, if for any of those people who are into cleaning out the exhaust vents and stuff. These food trucks, they all have to have them, and in most cases, so that's something else that you can look into. They always have these festivals going on, and just anywhere in larger areas, they have these food trucks all over the place, and it's good profit. I mean, they always need some type of service, so it's always good to drop in on some of them. Order something, talk to the owner, give them your card or brochure, and pretty soon you start getting calls. And that's what this is all about, getting those calls. There's the there's another slush machine right here, these two, and you can see they're in pretty bad shape. They could use some refurbishing and some cleaning. Um, PM kits would be good. to get started on these, replacing the PM kits, making sure the units are operational. So now I've already installed the new motor. I'm going to show you that in a few minutes. But right here, I got the unit up and running now. I'm just going to put it into the freeze mode. So I want you to see when you're putting these in the freeze mode, for those of you who have not seen some of the past videos, it'll be good to go back and look at some of the older Ultra 2 videos that I've done on the channel. Go back and check them out. But when you're going to put these in freeze mode, as you can see, this one, both sides are off. And when you're going to put them in freeze mode, you want to press the snow, I call it the snowflake button, but this is your activation button to put the unit into ice mode or chill mode. Right now I just put it in chill mode. Gonna put the other side in chill mode. Ice mode, I'm sorry. I put both sides into ice mode. Right now what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go into the diagnosis menu to check the torque temp settings readouts. Okay, I'm going to check the torque temp readout on here. And what you do is you press and hold at the same time. You want to press and hold the two end buttons. They're like hidden buttons, but they have a white little white dot on them. And you want to press and hold those two end ones. And then you'll go into the temp torque settings. You'll see in a few minutes, a few seconds here. Press and hold. And then it'll go into torque temp or temp torque, display temp torque right there. So now it's in the temp torque mode, and this way it's going to give me a readout. Let me just show you on here. When you're working on these Ultra 2s, it's always good to take the hoppers off of them if you're diagnosing an issue, okay? Because it'll freeze down quicker with the hoppers off. On this one, I'm not taking the hoppers off of it. I just installed the new fan motor, and I just want to see that it is freezing down. So I don't really have to take the hoppers off, but it's good to take the hoppers off if you're doing a diagnosis of an issue on these Ultra 2s. Now on the Ultra 2s, it's going to give you the fan readouts, the torque temp and fan readouts. And right now it's given you want to have between 0 to 4, a 0 to 4 readout on each side while it's in its initial freeze down. And you see this highlighted area right here on both sides. You got the highlighted area right over there. It's gonna when the solenoid valves are open to freeze down, when it's in freeze mode, these should be fully highlighted like they are right now. On both sides, you see them fully highlighted. When the solenoid valves close, that goes down to like one line. It'll just be like one little hash line going across there. So just to let you know that's what that means. That means that the solenoid valve is open and that the refrigeration system is activated. The compressor is on. And as you see, I have a good readout of between 1 to 2 on each side as it's freezing down. So I'm just going to give it a few moments and let it go through its cycle. And you'll see these temperatures on the left and right. They're going to stay pretty close. And then it shows you the heater temperature, okay, for the hot gas valve. And then it'll show you the ambient temperature on what the evaporator is reading. In case you didn't know, this button right here on the left side, that's just for your auger to turn. So if you don't want to turn on your refrigeration side, you don't want to put it in ice mode, you can hit that auger button and then it'll just spin. Right here I have some visitors. There's a few visitors here just checking out the site, checking out the scene. Then I'm just going back here. You can see my heater went up to 77. My ambient temp is at 54 right now. And it's going to take a little time for this to get to temperature, but like I said, I'm not in a rush. There's my friends right here just coming to say hello. Now my temp is at 91. The augers are turning fine. I could see it. You can see it starting to chill a little bit. I'm just going to let it run through its course because I want to make sure that the refrigeration side is working fine and make sure that these temperatures go down. It's going to take it a little bit, so I'm just going to let that run. As you can see, this is the new condenser fan. It's in place, it's secured, and it's running smoothly. It's not making a lot of noise or anything. And by the way, this is running off of R290. A lot of these have been changed over, so a lot of these units are running off of R290 now. And as it starts cooling down, as it starts freezing down, especially when there's liquid inside of it, you'll see that those numbers will change for your torque temp because the product is getting thicker. As you can see, I have my side panels back on. I had to use their extension cord right here, just showing you how I'm powering it up. They had an extension cord that was coming from outside of that garage on the right side there. So I just used that for power. And this way I could leave the equipment on the truck so they don't have to move it around a lot. But yeah, there's a lot of work available on these food trucks. So, definitely, drop in on some of them and take advantage of what's going on. And here we go. We're at believe we were at 19 degrees on that. Yeah, right there we're at about 19 degrees on the left side, 14 on the right side. That's very good. I'm satisfied with that, and my torque temps are at 4. That's perfect. So now I'm going to turn those off. As you see it go through each step, and then it's off. And then I will power it down. And let me just show you right here the lines that I was talking about. So you've seen me turn it off, the freeze mode. So you see the lines right here, they were highlighted before. It was a big highlight on each side. Now it's just down to like a hash mark. So that's letting you know that the solenoid valves are closed. Now that's a good way of checking your refrigeration if you have an issue where these are not freezing. A good way to check is put it into the ice mode, and then when you see that you have that fully highlighted area on the side telling you that the solenoid valve is open now, you can go onto the side. Your solenoid valves are on the left side of this unit. You can just go to the left side, use your slotted screwdriver along the top of that solenoid valve. And if they're reading that they're open, then you should feel a pull on that your screwdriver. Use a slotted screwdriver, you'll feel it. And if you're not feeling that valve is open, then that's telling you that that coil is not activating. So you could either have no power going to the solenoid valve itself, the coil, or you could just have a bad coil and it may just need the coil to be replaced. So that's a good way of checking, real quick before you put your gauges on. You can check that just to see what's going on with the valves, if the coils are activating or not. Just remember, if it's a small hash mark like that, that means your solenoid valves are off. If it's a large highlighted area beside the number, that means your solenoid valves are on. So you should get a pull from your coil. So just remember that. So now I'm going to turn that one off, and this is working fine. It's freezing down fine, and it's ready to go. So that's all I have for now. I thank you all for watching. I remind you again, please consider joining the channel to get more of the perks and to see more of the full version videos like this. I thank you again for watching. I thank all the members. I appreciate you. Take care and stay well.